They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. It's a big run that time by Bell. 72 yards. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
Second and goal to go now. Now they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So now 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Third down and 3. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because...
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vic Beasley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On second down, it's Bell. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And an alley to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So that'll back him up 5. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely,
because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And Eagle defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Ryan now off the bootleg. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Jones will come now in motion right. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but they lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And this is caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Bell. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Now they try the right side here. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the penalty, it's Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. Now back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. In motion is Austin Hooper. Now Ryan on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a big turnover there on the final play. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion is Austin Hooper. So the D-line's going to spread out. Ryan to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Slot man moves right. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. In motion, the tight end.
No. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
Let's go. Left.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the... Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now. No. Check.
Play clock winding down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Good. No. Check. Patriot. Good.
And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run. Devontae Freeman. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.